as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the deserted train station. A sense of unease settled over the platform. A small group of passengers gathered, awaiting the arrival of the infamous Midnight Express. Whispers of its sinister reputation echoed through the cold night air. Among the passengers was Emily, a curious journalist seeking a thrilling story to reinvigorate her career. She clutched her notebook tightly, her heart pounding with a mix of excitement and apprehension. Next to her stood a mysterious man, Victor, whose piercing gaze seemed to pierce through the darkness itself. The distant sound of a train's whistle grew louder, sending shivers down the spines of those assembled. The Midnight Express emerged from the shadows, its dimly lit windows and antique design adding to the eerie atmosphere. Emily and Victor exchanged a nervous glance before stepping onto the train, drawn by an inexplicable force. Inside, the train exuded an air of both nostalgia and decay. The compartment walls were adorned with faded wallpaper, and the creaking of floorboard seemed to mimic a whispering presence. The passengers settled into their seats, eyes darting around the dimly lit carriages. As the train pulled away from the station, Emily couldn't shake the feeling that they were embarking on a journey into the unknown. As the train rattled along the tracks, the passengers began to share their stories. An elderly woman recounted a chilling tale of a ghostly figure that had haunted the Midnight Express for decades. A young man spoke of strange apparitions that appeared outside the windows, their mournful cries haunting his dreams. Each story seemed more ominous than the last, fueling the growing sense of dread within the group. As midnight approached, the train entered a dense forest, its ancient trees casting eerie shadows across the moonlit landscape. A thick fog enveloped the train, reducing visibility to a mere few feet. The atmosphere grew tense, and unease turned into outright fear. Suddenly, the train jolted to a halt, the screeching of brakes echoing through the night. Panic spread among the passengers as they realized they were stranded in the heart of the haunted forest. Emily and Victor exchanged a knowing look, both sensing that they were about to uncover the truth behind the Midnight Express's dark reputation. Determined to unravel the mystery, Emily and Victor ventured out into the foggy darkness. Accompanied by a few brave souls from the group, they stumbled upon an old, dilapidated train station hidden within the forest, long forgotten and overgrown by nature. Inside, they discovered a tattered journal belonging to a former train conductor. The journal detailed a tragic event that had occurred decades ago. A group of passengers had boarded the Midnight Express on a stormy night, their intentions shrouded in secrecy. As the train traversed the forest, a series of eerie occurrences unfolded. Shadows seemed to come to life, and the boundary between the living and the supernatural began to blur. Emily's heart raced as she read the chilling account of how the passengers had unwittingly opened a portal to the spirit realm, unleashing malevolent forces that had taken over the train. The conductor's desperate attempts to control the situation ultimately led to his own demise, leaving the train forever trapped in a nightmarish loop. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Emily and Victor realized that they held the key to breaking the curse. They returned to the train and shared the conductor's story with the remaining passengers. They returned to the train and shared the conductor's story With the remaining passengers together, they followed the journal's instructions, performing a ritual to appease the vengeful spirits and close the portal. As the ritual concluded, a sense of peace washed over the train. The fog lifted, and the train's surroundings transformed into a tranquil, moonlit landscape. The Midnight Express began to move once more, its destination now clear. As dawn broke, the train arrived at a picturesque station bathed in sunlight. The passengers disembarked, their faces etched with a mixture of relief and wonder. Emily and Victor exchanged a knowing smile, their shared experience forever binding them. With the curse finally lifted, the Midnight Express continued its journey, no longer a vessel of horror, but a testament to the power of courage, unity, and the enduring human spirit. And so the legend of the Midnight Express faded into history, a tale told to thrill and chill, reminding all who heard it of the thin veil that separates the worlds of the living and the dead.